No, matter of fact, we're going to create a group. And then we're going to put members in it, and then we're going to post it. We're going to be like a little cult following here. But y'all want to hear some poetry?
Yeah. Yes.
Do y'all?
Yeah.
All right, that's what's up. I'll do some poetry.
Now, anybody who knows me knows that I do not generally care for microphones. The reason I do that is because I like to be able to project my voice, and sometimes it's kind of hard to connect with you. With, you know, I don't like mellow phallic symbols in my face and shit. You feel what I'm saying? So, somebody caught that. Good shit. You know what I'm saying? But here we go. See, I may not be what I want to be, yet I'm so far from anything that anybody could ever once remember of me. See, my friends have now become enemies, and somehow it's becoming goddamn hard now for me to determine who's my family. See, my simple glances have now turned into blank stares, and somehow my dreams have now morphed into beloved nightmares with blood-stained tears only to replace the void in which love was once here. So, to maintain myself, I just see if life's balance is my only challenge. See, I've lied, but I've also been lied to. I've cheated, but hell, I've also been cheated on. I've been loyal to those who didn't deserve to be, all while just trying to deal with those things that were presented in front of me. See, I've loved the unlovable, and I've even been loved when unwarranted, yet at this moment, honesty is what's really wanted. Now, honestly, is this just too much to ask for? Or do I need to repeatedly beat my own levels of sincerity against the adversity that society constantly places on the path of my journey? Need I throw all caution to the wind, and no matter what the risk, spend every ounce of my own self-worth just to realize that most oftentimes I knew where I was better off from the start? This life would be so much easier if it just simply had cliff notes. But if life was an open book test, most of these motherfuckers would still fail. And that's only because mine simply refused to read the signs. See, they would much rather accept regret than to retrace those very same steps to combat the war that was originally waged against self, to where there were no victors, only casualties. So casually I find myself strolling through minefields with my mind filled with thoughts of progression. See, I'm stepping to the beat of a nameless tune, and I'm striving to keep the melody of a generation that has been apparently lost. Not to time, not to unreconcilable conditions, but just simply and solely to themselves. See, through all of my trials and tribulations, I have finally learned how to hold value to those things that enrich my original essence. I've learned how to pay attention to that big picture without letting that little one pass me by. I've also learned that all tears are not from sadness, and all laughter just might not be due to joy. See, now that I look at myself, I realize that I have had the chance that most people may never get in a lifetime. See, I've had the chance to meet myself. And the beauty of it is I swear I've even enjoyed our conversations, and contrary to popular belief, talking to yourself, that shit don't mean you crazy. It just means you care about what you have to say about any given situation. So now, facing my own reflections, I do know now what I can deal with and what I can deal without. See, no doubt, wherever enter my reserved place for peace, and each friendship that does prove to be false, in those so-called family unities that are obviously lost, see, that shit can and will exist in the abyss of somebody else's unconditioned self. Because see, this price of being mentally free has been so finely, duly, as well as justly paid by me, and I still may not be what I want to be as of yet. However, I'm so more than willing to bet that I'm so far from what anything that anybody could ever once remember of me, and that's just because I've taken on my own responsibilities to, if nobody else, just sincerely and respectfully and honestly remaining true to me. Peace.
ourselves that affirmation of success, you know, because somebody, you know, was talking to me one day, you know, and you know, how the average person does, you know, half of it's truth, half of it's a lie. And I was just thinking to myself, I was like, damn, you know what's really fucked up? The worst lie that you could ever tell is the one that you believe. Just think about that for a minute. The worst lie that you could ever tell, and now y'all be putting these Facebook statuses up and shit, you better quote me, I'm saying. Real talk, I'll be taking my shit. I'm just saying, but the worst lie that a person could ever believe is the one that the worst lie that a person could ever tell is the one that they believe. Because think about it. When you really go through your life, and I just want you to take a moment just to think about how much you insignificantly and blatantly lie. Like how second nature it is. Somebody calls you on the phone. Girl, fam, where you at? Oh, I'm 15 minutes away. Who done told that lie? Like I'm right around the corner knowing you was on the other side of town. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta be honest with yourself, you feel what I'm saying? You know, think about it. How many times somebody called you before to get payment of the bill? When you gonna pay this bill? This week. Yeah, we're gonna pay it this week. How many people told that lie? Or here's the most frequently told lie every day. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. It's a lie. Back be hurting, feet be hurting, bills ain't paid, boyfriend just dumped you, girlfriend just got caught cheating. There's all kinds of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we have to get back to the point to where we can just be honest with ourselves again. You know, and the media will make you think that you got to look a certain type of way or dress a certain type of way, and you know. But nah, you know, just a quick little PSA. Make sure you love yourself properly, because nobody else in the world will be able to love you the way you want and or need to be loved until you start doing it first. Got it? Got it? Yes! Alright, check this out. When I say got it, y'all say get it. Ready? Got it?
Get it.
There we go.
Good.
Good?
Good.
Your phone call's done?
I was making an appointment, I'm sorry.
Okay, I need you not to do that. Alright. So let's go quick little couple rules right quick, which brings us to that. If you have a cellular phone, a laptop, a beeper. Somebody, I saw a beeper the other day. On some real shit. I was like, damn, that bitch still work, beep. But if you have any particular electronic device that beeps, boops, bops, bips, makes any type of noise that would be disruptive to whoever is coming up on this stage and sharing their innermost being with you, could you please either put them in the off position or the vibrate position? Can y'all do that for me, please? Appreciate that. Because I generally, no matter where I am or what venue it is, I generally only like to give people one rule. Because if you start giving people a bunch of rules, they be like, damn, I don't fucking feel like I'm at home. My parents' house or some shit. But my one rule, because it goes so far, it's a little word, but it goes so far, is respect. That's my only rule. Respect. Don't do to anybody what you don't want done to yourself. So brothers, don't be harassing my sisters that's in here. She say no, she ain't interested, let her go. Sisters, don't be stalking my brothers up in here, you know what I'm saying? If he's, if it's done, it's done, you know what I'm saying? Don't bring the drama up in here. Sisters, if she says no, she says no. That's a fucking shame I have to say this shit. I'm just saying, and brothers, get your ass out of here. I'm just saying. Next rule. If you have music or a track that you would like to perform to, do not wait until the last minute running up talking about, hey, Knowledge, yo, DJ Dave King, can I do it to this? Be a professional. Come up 2-3 artists before then and make sure your shit is cued.